Who are these clowns in these Twitter videos? Listen to this garbage, bro. Nicholas, the fake reaction god TV. Yeah. What's wrong with this guy?
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
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 Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Thank you. 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 What is the context behind this? If you're not following the stupid drama online, basically, this is one part of the video. It's literally like I think I did it 3 times. This video, right? No way Nicholas Light apologized. I think I fucking hit with this video. I did. I think that I was staying very objective, said the uncomfortable, harsh truth that no one's willing to say because of the people involved. And what is the context of me saying thank you for? It's one of the content creators that I have no hate against. I don't know who this guy is. I just know that he's a gacha content creator and he might be a chill person. I don't know. He just happens to be under Nicholas Lights every fucking tweet saying that shit. So I just wanted to be like, holy bro, doing tricks off of it. Let's read some of the content. Sort by likes. Ooh, this might be the best Kaka TV video. Holy glazing. Bro's doing tricks off of my meat, bro. What is this shit? Who made this? Who made this mess? What is... You can love a content creator and still admit when they're wrong. I love Kaka, but can acknowledge his flaws, parentheses, he has none, and can hold him accountable for his wrongdoings, parentheses, he's never done anything wrong in his entire life, and call him out for his actions, parentheses, which are always correct. You know what? True. True. When have I ever made a mistake? I never make a mistake because my opinions are not opinions. My opinions are facts, right? Holy, the ego on this guy. No, obviously I'm prone to making mistakes, but like you need to realize I approach this content creation game in a much more different way than most people who are simply creating outrage and being disingenuous for rage baiting. Like my intention is to do honest baiting. I want to be really upfront and confront you with the uncomfortable truth that you can't refute without actually logically debating me. And by doing so, it makes it seem like my positions are well stated, I'm well spoken, clear headed, and it doesn't seem like I'm making a mistake. I make mistakes all the time, but when I try to do drama content or cover stuff up, I try to always think, how does this make me look, right? I'm thinking, what is the PR here? What is the optics? Like, on a different lifetime, I'd straight up be a fucking politician. It's just classroom of the elite shit. That's why I call this a game. Kaka TV, yes, that's me. Absolutely hit the nail with this one. Also, him thanking was hilarious. Thank you. Goat sub. Oh my god, Glaze. Bro, these paid actors doing fucking advertising for me. Fucking Chromefire, clip this one part. Lamau, Kaka TV, my goat. He has potential to become one of the most popular anti-tubers, but sadly, he doesn't fake react. I deserve more views. Why aren't I getting more views? Because I don't fake the reactions. Nah. That's a loser mindset. It is a loser mindset. Like anything in life, people get to a different destination at a different time. You can be a natural bodybuilder, you know, training 10, 20 years to reach your natural peak and then try to go for the IFBB Pro, you know, card. Or you can just juice up on steroids and sacrifice your life to get the early games, right? So like anything, right? Of course, if I did outrage content, fake my reactions, which honestly I can't. I can't even fake my reactions because it like genuinely conflicts me inside. I can't play a character and shout and scream and entertain the way Nicholas Light does because fundamentally I suck at doing that. It's just not me. And the content wouldn't be good, right? That's why I think there is a skill involved when you do fake reactions, right? That's why it's actually pretty impressive. I can't. So that's the consequences. I think it's a poor excuse though to kind of fall back on that and say, oh my God, I'm not getting the views. I'm not getting the views because I just can't compete with the big boys yet. And you know what? It's fine because there's slow progress. Every fucking 3 months, every season, we have incremental gain. We're getting bigger and bigger. We're making motion. And I have my own pace that I'll reach the destination at. And there's no need to be a comparison between me and him. Every day I'm competing with myself, right? To compare my success with someone else that has 20 times my viewership, like what is the idea behind that? It's reductive, it's pointless, and you end up becoming a victim because you will now make excuses in your head saying, this guy's taking all my views by faking the reactions, why aren't I getting it? Nah, that's a loser mindset. Bro is even becoming a Sakuga. Is that a slur? What does Sakug mean? I thought Sakugatard. Sakuga, you know, basically like Sakuga, if you don't know, is a Japanese word for, I don't actually know what the literal translation is. I think it's like 2D animation. Basically, when the animation starts hitting, you know, during an episode, things changed. The momentum, the overall atmosphere, the vibes, the art quality, the things moving, happening, soundtrack popping off. You can tell it's just like, oh shit, it's about to pop off. And that is when I say Sakuga, which a lot of people kind of use to say this is when the real animation is actually happening, right? Bro, so I love him. He's trying to learn everything about anime. I do think that like many anime reaction channels never actually try to understand anime for more than what it is. Actually, most anime reaction channels don't even understand the anime for what it is, as in like looking at the story, understanding the characters and plots. That's why me simply giving a fuck and remembering plot lines, character motivations, trying to make some insightful commentary, that alone, me trying, creates people saying I'm the best reactor ever, which is really sad because I'm not. It shows that the standard of reaction space is so fucking low. And every day I'm trying to think, how do I hone in on my craft? How do I get better? How do I improve my content? And beyond just analysis and commentary, insightful jokes, or, you know, life stories or storytelling, I thought that maybe another thing to incorporate into my arsenal of commentary is Sakuga, right? Basically understanding production value, looking at frames for what it is, understanding the background art, the different layers, assets involved, the importance of 2D versus 3D, the movement, understanding different animators involved, different directors, understanding their portfolio, what studio, what's their resume, you know, understanding the production committee and actually the behind the scenes of how anime is made. Understanding all these different facts, I think, helps you as an anime reaction channel to become more complete, more whole, and give more insightful commentary, right? It's just more value that way. So obviously I'm trying to do a lot more. So watching Senshi videos, probably pretentious videos, or any other videos that tries to explain that, I think is helpful. And I think a lot of reaction channels can benefit from that. They don't have to, but it's just something that I wanted to do. And I think that it is paying off, that I'm actually seeing what I'm seeing from more than just the anime story. I was actually laughing my ass off watching this section of his video, man. Kong is actually so good and then genuinely funny as fuck. Holy fuck. Who are these? These dudes are the fucking Legion equivalents in Nicholas Light tweets, bro. These dudes are the ones saying fucking thank you. Thank you. Thank you. One of my favorite YouTubers for real. Thank you. Thank you. This is absolutely hilarious. Thank you. Not gonna lie, but enjoying Kaka drama farming more than watching anime these days. And you know what? This is a sad state of affairs. It's actually so sad that this current anime season is so weak that like people enjoy the drama content more. And you know what? It's sad, but it's the only thing that can be correct, because drama content is accessible by everybody, right? There is no barrier of entry. You don't have to be caught up 3 seasons deep into an anime to watch a specific episode, right? That's why naturally anime reaction content, there is a flaw in how you have no control over the episode that is airing and you're trying to do your best coverage. And beyond that, it's the clout that anime has or the episode has that determines your significant viewership, right? Drama content, though, I can fabricate out of thin air. I can simply just fucking pour oil on the fire, start fucking calling out people. Other people enjoy it. It's negative engagement in a fun and productive way. Anyone can watch. There is no accessibility barrier. That's why it does well. It's general variety content that more of the audience can enjoy, rather than specific anime content that filters out a lot of the people. I get what you mean. I love his content. His reactions are genuine too. And I love how he reacts to basically every seasonal anime instead of just popular ones. I do, but obviously I also drop shows that underperform, and there's a separate reason for that. You've seen my videos, you understand what's going on. I will always try to react to anything that seems interesting and keep around the shows that my audience actually wants. What the fuck? The GOAT? Oh, Blood sure knows how to portray that pretty accurately. Glug, 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 suck me off more. Imagine people watching this without any context. Straight up, what would they be thinking? Under almost every tweet, he is there. This meat writing on a level I haven't seen before. We talking about you guys under my tweets? Or are you talking about Legions and Nicholas Light's tweets? I think they're talking about Legions, right? Can't believe how that dude's saying that on a straight face. It's called professionalism. It's called love of the game. It's called having pride in your work and pulling up and doing your best. That's what I do. Honorable, genuine. Bro and Kaka absolutely cooked him. This isn't supposed to be a cooked. Boom right here. Here's one tweet. At Legion Z Gaming. Hey, Blood! Fight back, they killing you. I don't think you understand the intent of my tweet. And this is basically what is considered a rage baiter. So every once in a while, you will have people instigating within the same community to obviously create more drama content. If Legions is actually retarded, he would take the bait and basically say something negative about me without being aware of the situation. And if he takes that bait, then I get to go in and farm that video, tell him how retarded his takes are, and then the drama continues more. At the end of the day, we both benefit, but like content creators definitely genuinely have to be aware of like people, like things get clipped out of context and then they get outraged and then more shit happens and then the audience enjoys that. I do absolutely mock Legions in this video though, for him being in every Nicholas Light tweets. I genuinely believe, and I mocked everyone else that also replied to Nicholas Light's tweet, but that was privated, right? Only people that follows him or mentioned by him can tweet and can basically respond. And I genuinely believe that if you were completely aware of every single context, every single information that the industry experts have come out excusing and making justifications for the situation with the animators at JC Staff with One Punch Man, I don't think you would be able to disagree with my opinions, because my opinions are just sensible, rational, lukewarm takes that the average person can get behind. A lot of the times, people don't know what's going on. They haven't done their homework. They simply see a creator that they prefer and enjoy and brigade off of that, just rallying off of friendship, right? And I think that obviously that is funny to me, considering how much the people involved in those tweets were talking about dishonest people, disingenuous people, LA streamers, you know, glazing each other. And I say, you are no different. You're just simply the same crowd on the different side of the coin. I think what I said was factual, reasonable, sensible. There's a reason why people are rallying around what my sensible takes are to the average person. I don't think Legions is a bad person. I know nothing about him. I hear that he's grinding every day, making gacha content. Great for him, right? But if he genuinely understood every single context and he's still saying this shit, you know, basically in the tweets, just glazing Nick for everything despite the destructive path he's on, that's not what a good friend does. And that's simply a yes man cloud chaser. I stand by that shit. Is there any other tweets? This Legions gaming guy always bending over. Yeah. I think these are just kind of like, again, examples of like what Legions has basically said uninformed regarding the One Punch Man situation. And at the end of the day, it's so hard to basically have a conversation with the person who refuses to acknowledge these simple truths that are based in reality, that are based in what the industry experts are saying, but you're going to trust a guy who basically wants to be ignorant, wants to be misinformed, has no responsibility in basically understanding the state of the affairs, and then goes out to make the worst faith assumptions of people for rage bait content. Like, if you agree with that shit, you got to really ask yourself, am I retarded? You might be.